Hello, Taurus. Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is under a year old still, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. For those of you who have already subscribed, all my viewers, thank you all so much. I thank you with every video, or I try to anyway, and I know without you, my channel would not be what it is today. So thank you all so much for being here with me. Welcome back. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here, which I've read out loud live on Facebook. And I've uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. If you've already read book 1 or watched all those videos, just know that book 2 is published and available. These very well-made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. All right, everyone, so welcome back. Just a moment to explain what I'm doing here, especially for those of you who are watching this at a different time, as all of my readings are timeless. But right now, it is May here in the United States. We had Mother's Day a few Sundays back, and since this is the Mother Speaks Tarot, I decided that we would celebrate the Mother energy all month long and receive our messages from Mother energies. So the first week of this month, we received our messages from Mother Mary, Jesus' mom. And then the second week, we received messages from my new Celtic goddess friend, Caradwyn. She represents the Maiden Mother and Crone energy. Last week, we received our messages from our beloved planet, Mother Earth. And this week, the last week, we are receiving our messages from the Universal Mother, the Divine Mother, the Sacred Feminine herself, the very energy that she is all over the universe, which is why I put this sparkly tablecloth up. It's kind of like the universe. I didn't want something all dark, you know. But to represent the Divine Mother, we have the Empress here. She is the Sacred Feminine, the Divine Mother. This is from the Thoth deck. And so I've got her over here next to this pyramid, which is a universal shape. This comes from the universe, also the sphere shape as well. Here we have Durga. She is the Hindu goddess of the universe. I love her. And over here we have the Shekinah. She is the presence of the divine, the presence of God. But I will say the divine because to me that's the goddess and the God together. That is divinity all in itself. Okay, so we have those here representing for the Divine Mother energy. And if I am going to clarify, I have this new deck called the Tarot of the Cloisters. And in sacred geometry, straight lines are masculine and curved lines are feminine. And so I decided to use this one today instead of the Rider because they're round. However, there's nobody to say, there's nothing except that this is the Tarot of the Cloisters. I don't know who made it. There's no little book that comes with it. It's a cute little deck. I'll use that if I need any clarification. Now, I'm going to start by telling you that at the end, we're going to use the White Light Oracle. Everything in the universe is made of light, everything. And so this is the oracle I chose by Alana Fairchild, okay, an artwork by A. Andrew Gonzalez. Alana Fairchild created the Isis deck, the Mother Mary deck, and this one as well. And they're very deep, so I'm only going to pull one. And I've wanted this deck for so long. And also look at that. My spirit wolf right there. Isn't she beautiful? Actually, the wolf doesn't have a sex. I say she or he. It just goes back and forth. But this is my spirit animal. And I used to draw this star all the time when I was a child. Anyway, because I'm going to be using the White Light Oracle, I was looking at all my tarots and I was like, yeah. And then I remembered that my sister had this deck, and it just goes very well with it. The Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. I just think that the artwork just goes very well together. You know, they're both this, it's white, but also kind of, you know, beige. They just go together just really well, kind of like the Divine Tarot and the Legendary Ladies deck. You know, the Divine Tarot was the one with all the fairy tales from around the world. So let me tell you, as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you created for your life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom in your soul. And if we have free will, so if you can manage to raise your vibration and wisdom lifetime after lifetime without the free will thing shoving you back down a few rungs, then eventually what you get to is you get to be what we call enlightened. And we all know that enlightened people affect a great deal of positive change in our world here. So when we're looking at your major arcana, it's kind of like looking at fortune or fate, but not really, because of the free will thing here. Now, there are times that we write things into our divine blueprint that we cannot change no matter what we do, and we wrote them that way for a reason. Those are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. So, right here at the heart of everything, you got exactly what Virgo had, the Death card. Okay? This is a huge change. This is a very large change that is going on. Major, huge, irreversible. If it is an actual death, my deepest sympathies. All right. However, I don't, it is rarely a physical death. Okay. So what this is also Scorpio energy. So this is some water energy, but this is a huge change that is coming up for you. I'm not sure if you are already in this energy or not. Virgo I was told that this is more of a future energy. Now, this card is what is at the heart of everything, and this is the energy that is crossing that energy. And here we have a card that is unique to this deck, okay, which is throwing me off just a little bit here with the death cards. So, when I first looked at it, I'm like, what is the Arise? I thought it was called the Arise, but it's not. It's the Artist. Anyway, so what this represents Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, if you don't know, is like the 13th zodiac sign. The symbol is a man that is like wrestling with a snake. So if Ophiuchus means something to you, that is a big ol' honkin' message right there, because this card is unique to this deck. Okay, so the Artist card, what it means is visionary, interpreter, creation, and passionate. So visionary, interpreter, creation, and passionate. Okay, so something about this change, something about the end, major end, or even a rebirth. Okay, you may be rebirthing yourself with this creative energy. These are both major arcana cards. Okay, because death isn't just death. This is the Phoenix card I'm seeing. Well, I didn't get the Phoenix when it came to Virgo's reading. The creation energy, creative energy is the fire energy, and that is the Phoenix energy. The Phoenix is fiery. So I just feel like this is, all the passion, all the fire in this is why this is such a giant change. All right, so what's at the root of all of this is the Hierophant. Okay, now the Hierophant, I'm hearing tradition, because the Hierophant means a lot of stuff, but he's also a 5. 5s mean change, okay? So this might be a change in how you think. This might be a change in your traditions, maybe even in your religion, because this is stuff that is traditional, like 12 zodiac signs, and boom, this is something that just shakes that shit up, doesn't it? This is the 13th. 13 is a very interesting number. You should look it up, okay? 13 is a number that people have turned into an unlucky number, but it's not really an unlucky number. It's a very important number. They wanted to throw you off by telling you it was unlucky, but it's not. So I just feel like the way you've been doesn't work for you anymore. You're going to be more creative than that. This is thinking outside the box, I just heard. Because Ophiuchus is outside the box of the normal 12. And the Hierophant is all about religion. He is represented a lot of the times by a pope, or like a druid, like a Merlin type guy. Okay, so this is a scholar. This is somebody who has this is you. Oh my God, I'm a dork. I just remembered, this is your energy, Taurus. This is your major arcana card. So I think that your traditional energy, that is deeply embedded in you, is getting switched up by this creativity. I just heard you got a wild hair. What is that? Is the rest of that phrase I'm hearing, you got a wild hair up your ass? What is that? What does that mean? Spirit is funny, okay? Well, people are funny because that's a saying from people, but I'm sure the Divine Mother is telling me that right now so that you could get a better understanding. This is you. Oh, yoicks. All right, so the next energy that we have is the energy in your recent past that is moving out of your life at this time, and this is the card of Aries. You can see the rams all over there, so there could be an Aries that's been in your life for a minute here, but this is also the Emperor. Now the Emperor is the Divine Masculine. We've got the Empress over here for the Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Masculine. So I was the focus for Virgo and Capricorn that I just did, because I do the elements all 3 in one night, and they were all about the Divine Masculine needing some balancing. So I was like in Capricorn, which I was just in. I'm like, well, we'll see if Taurus has Divine Masculine issues as well. And here you go. So you had the sacred masculine energies in your life in your recent past, but now it is moving out. So again, this may be more, since the sacred masculine is moving out of your life, it could be that you may be getting issues about the distorted masculine energies. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to have to see more as we go along. I don't want to spend too much time on each card. All right, so the next 2 cards here are future cards for me as a reader. And oh my God, another thing I've got to tell you about this reading, Taurus, is that every single one of these cards is right side up, except for the one on under the deck here. And I don't remember, but I don't think I've ever seen a reading like that, or it's just extremely rare to not have any card upside down. They're all right side up. All right, so in the future, you may miss out on an opportunity because you're not watching for it. Cups energy here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. See, what this is this this person, look at how neat they are. They're clean. They have these cups down here. They're pretty happy with the cups. And the divine is over here next to this person saying, look, here is a new blessing. And this person just doesn't see it. And, you know, in a lot of other cards, this is when you're just apathetic. You're just like bored with your life. You're just sick of everything. But you are forgetting the fact that there are blessings all around you. Like the divine is blessing you itself. You know, because if you get stuck in this energy where you're just like, you're not going to be alert enough to pick up on the fact that the divine is trying to hand you a new blessing. Okay, so there's this, you might be feeling, you know, pretty blah. You might be feeling, that's what apathy is when you're just like, I don't want to do anything. I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of everybody. You know, your emotions are just flat, just laying there, just like, bleh. And the divine is like, oh, I know, that's why I'm handing you this. But you're still, you just can't bring yourself out of this bleh enough to see. And in the Forest of Enchantment deck, I really liked the imagery for that, because what that is this young man, and just looks bored and sad and upset, but he's got wonderful clothes. There's no holes. They're not ragged, just like him. You know, that boy is surrounded by the beauty of the miracle of nature itself. Yes, and I think about that card every time I'm feeling like this. I go outside and I tell myself, no, I'm not going to get stuck in this energy. I'm going to look around and I am going to marvel and be appreciative of the miracle of creation. And then that's when you see the blessing. That is the blessing a lot of the time. Now, here is the next future card that you have, and this is the Queen of Swords. So this is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. So this could be a feminine air sign in your life. But I feel mostly that what this is that this apathy right here, number one, if you don't see this and you find out later that you could have had an opportunity, you're going to learn from that. Okay, because the Queen of Swords, she's air energy. That's all about the mind. Okay, and what she does is she is someone who learns through pain. She doesn't let pain get her down. She learns from it. She learns to not be angry. She learns to not say mean things. What she does is she learns to cut out the energies that no longer serve her, like distorted masculine or distorted feminine energies. Okay, so she's right side up. She's so that means that this is an inspiration. This is somebody who goes, wow, you've gone through so much, and look at you out there just still getting it. Okay, so I mean, this could be another person in your life. This could be a feminine energy, but I just feel like this is representing you and your intelligence. What's going to happen is that your intelligence is going to pick up on whatever happens here. So this is obviously going to happen first, okay? If you don't see this opportunity and you find out about it later and it causes you pain, boom, you learn from that. If you are sitting there and you remember the fact that, oh, I remember what Allison said, that when I'm feeling like life sucks, to look for the blessing, and then you look for the blessing, boom, you've learned. So either way, you're going to learn and be an inspiration, I feel. Okay? If this is a person, this person may help you heal that way. Okay? Because that's what she does. She knows how to take a painful situation and become a better person from it. And, you know, I got to tell you something. It's usually pain or boredom that puts somebody in this energy. Okay, so the next energy that we have here is your hope. I think that you're hoping maybe to move, okay? Because that was like the first thing. You want to change your residence maybe. But this also has to do with like charging forward, okay? And having a lot of passion. And sometimes this is player energy though, you know. This could be another person. This could be a fire sign who is kind of a player. But I'm not I'm not really getting that. I'm just getting more like, this is all about you. And there is some, I mean, duh. Okay? But this is your passion. You are, see, this is you not having passion. Okay? This is no passion. This is, all right? This is all the passion that you need. This is you charging forward. This is you having that idea that you want to jump out of bed in the morning and hit the ground running and get some movement done. This is a card of movement. This is a card of stagnation. You may already know that, well, you do. This is your hope. You're hoping to move forward with all the inspiration, with all the fire in your heart that you need. But be warned. Be warned. All right, now the next card that we have here is your environment or your state of being. Now here is the Page of Swords. Now this is another people card. When you have kings and queens and pages and knights, these are people. So it seems like there's kind of a lot of people involved here. But this is you. This is all about you. Okay. So it seems like there's a lot of people. I guess maybe for one or two of you there is a lot of people. But if you ask me, this is all about you. This is the root of the matter. It's you. This is your card. This is about your traditions, about what you think you know. So this, as the Page of Swords, this is kind of like a spy, okay? Thank God she's not in the reverse, though, because when they're in the reverse, that's like bad spy stuff. That's not good stuff, okay? But this isn't really a spy, more like somebody watching you, or maybe you're watching someone. This is the social media card where, you know, people are, you know, swords are also communication, okay? So this is messages and stuff, so, but what I think is going on here is that you might be watching, or somebody might be watching you. And now the Page of Swords is somebody who usually has authority, okay? Authority from their king or queen to, or an order to watch someone, okay? So you know, if this is your energy, the aspect of you that is this page is watching someone or something. However, if this is a person in your life, that, like I said, this could be someone who knows how to turn this pain and apathy into knowledge, and you go to them and they help you, they may already be watching you because the page is sent by the king or the queen. Okay? Now, this is the sexiest king in most of the decks I've ever seen. Will you look at that guy? What a sexy king. I love this king. This is your fear card, Taurus. What? What? Now, whenever I get the King of Cups, or the Queen of Cups, I always feel like this is the king or the queen of your heart. So there may be something in regards to that. Plus, like I said, there is a lot of masculine energy here. A lot. Ophiuchus is male. Death is usually seen as male. The Hierophant is male. The Emperor is male. You've got this young man here in the Four of Cups here. There is a lot of masculine energy here. It doesn't have to be gender, though. So whoever this is, this could be your counterpart, someone who has your heart. And you may be afraid that they won't understand this new you, okay? A lot of people can understand 12 signs in the zodiac. And some of them are like, oh, get that Ophiuchus stuff out of my face. not everybody embraces the new. So I feel like, so this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, mostly Pisces for the king. Okay, so you may be in love with a Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio, or it doesn't even have to be a water sign. And it doesn't have to be a man, okay? This is the person who holds your heart. And they're right side up here, okay? So I feel like you're in good standing with them, but you're just kind of afraid to bring such a huge change into both of your lives. You're not sure how this is going to affect this person that you love. So, more Pisces energy, okay? So here we have the moon. There is something hidden from you, something that's being kind of deceptive. But the moon is also intuition. But what I'm feeling here too is that this is the feminine. And what do you mean the feminine? Well, in case you don't know. Okay, so my character's name is Luna. She represents the sacred feminine. She's the moon. And this is sunshine. We call him Sunny, and he's the sun because he's the masculine. So the sun and the moon, when you see the sun and the moon, that's what it means. The feminine and the masculine. Okay? And so when I get the moon or the sun card, I always keep that in mind. Because this is my character Luna for me. She has very long hair. I love this card. But then we don't want to forget what the moon card itself means. Intuition, something somewhat deceiving, because the moon only shines because the sun lights it up. It is not its own energy source. It's not a ball of fire. So it looks bright and like it's on fire, but it's actually very cold out there in space, right? It can be kind of deceptive. For for a long time, people thought the moon was made of cheese. Maybe not really, but I'm hoping they didn't actually think that. But it can be pretty deceptive, the moon. Okay, so I think what this is saying is that there is something about the sacred feminine too that you may find out. There's something that's hidden from you. It may have something to do with the sacred feminine, or I get it. Something hidden from you. The feminine will help you see it, perhaps. Okay? Oh yeah. The Queen of Swords sees clearly. The Ace of Swords is clarity. She sees clearly. And she is also very intuitive. She's not the Queen of Cups intuitive, but she is very intuitive because the sword is about the mind. And it's the mind that is intuitive, and it connects to the intuition of the heart as well. Okay? So there you go. This feminine energy, I think, is going to show you, whether it's your own feminine energy or not, the feminine is going to show you the blessing that is currently hidden from you, that you cannot see. Okay? Now, look at how she's looking away. Here's the moon right above her, but she's not even looking at the moon. See, here's the cup right next to him. He's not even looking at it. So it may be that you've got to look at something differently if you're going to implement this gigantic change in your life. Okay? Now, here is the underlying energy of this entire reading, and it's the Fool in the reverse. And so this is, this would be like faith in the divine to care for you wherever you go, and you're going to take a leap of faith. Also, Aries energy again. This is the reversal, which means basically either you haven't already taken a leap of faith, which is kind of true here. I think this change is kind of going to be a leap of faith for you, but also there's been a little bit of foolishness that's gone on here. Okay, That's why we say foolish, naivety. Okay, there's something. Well, both of those actually is what I'm feeling. All right. Now let's go. I don't think I need to clarify. That almost kind of sucks because I would really like to use my new little cards here, but oh well. All right, let's get a card from the White Light Oracle and close out your reading. Please don't forget to like. Go ahead and comment as much as you want. I don't mind, unless it's like negative. But if you want to tell me how this resonates with you, if you want to write down how, your story, I don't mind. I really don't. Somebody put a bunch of stuff on one video and they're like, I'm just venting. And I'm like, I don't mind. That's exactly what I'm here for. Okay, so go ahead and comment. Also, check out my books. They're part of my Divine Blueprint. Those of you who are familiar with the Twin Flame story, I know there's some things that haven't been written just yet. So, the story isn't over. So don't don't say, well, that's not what that, people have to learn when they're on a journey, and that's what my characters are going through. So you can totally check out the story by watching me read them out loud. I had some friends that really enjoyed just sitting down together and listening to it each night, and so give it a chance and see if you like it. I have not had a bad review on it, like, ever. And I've even heard people say that they've experienced spiritual healing, which I guess would make a lot of sense since it is a huge part of my divine blueprint. It is the main thing I'm here to do. So please check out my books. All the I forgot to mention the description box. There's links to purchase my books in there. There's links to view the videos of me reading book 1 aloud. There's links about my personal story. There's links from my friend April, who's she created an oracle deck that I'll be using very soon once I'm done with these father energies. And then if you would like a personal reading, I do still offer those as well. So the information to contact me is in the description box below. All right, so we got our message here, and you got Pearl of Sorrow. Pearl of Sorrow. Wow. Love, love, love these decks. I love my decks so much. I really do. So much that it makes me talk in a strange voice like that. Okay. 35, which equals 8, which is eternity. Alrighty. Pearl of Sorrow. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. All right, so yeah, you are changing, okay? You are transforming. Like the phoenix, that's like exactly what I got. That's a transformation. That's a death of the old self, and it's the rebirth of a new self, okay? It's a new you, and it's the kind of new you that is outside the box. It's the kind of new you that people were not expecting. But you have a shit ton of knowledge, okay? You are very smart. You have learned a great deal. And all this learning has sparked your inspiration to go further. Okay, so there's more to this. Let me just read it here. Sorrow is a Tibetan word meaning to arise or manifest and shine with radiant spiritual light. Sharo is the outcome of sacred alchemy. It is the manifestation of the pearl beyond price, created in the depths of the ocean. Hidden away in a clamshell away from prying eyes, this pearl symbolizes a beautiful blessing of unexpected grace. Wow, you know what? I wanted to put like a shell and a pearl on here, and I was like, what are you even thinking? Why would you even want to do that? Holy moly. Anyway, so it began when an irritant caused the formation of a luminescent coating. The healing response to that initial intrusion resulted in an organic creation of inestimable beauty. You can't estimate it, is what that inestimable means, okay? And value and uniqueness. So this pearl can be a sacred catalyst to arise spiritually, manifesting one's own priceless soul pearl. We are required to respond to an initially unwanted situation in such a way that our soul light and power is increased as a result. This soul alchemy evokes the inner pearl of radiant being. Such spiritual wisdom cannot be bought or sold, controlled, nor exploited. It is perfect, nourishing grace, always free and always radiant with light. It is the inspirational triumph of creativity and healing. In the inner work of self-transformation, we take that which appears negative and utilize it to increase our goodness. However, see, that's exactly what this Queen of Swords is. Takes what is negative and uses it to increase our goodness. This transformation, holy moly, this... All right. I lost my place, guys, sorry. Okay. In the inner work of self-transformation, we take that which appears negative and utilize it to increase our goodness. However, we need to take care not to attribute the negativities to divine will that are actually caused by humans. Human beings have free will. Without it, there could be no growth, only a following of rules. For the soul, life is something like a multidimensional art class. Oh my God. The artist, you know, all the traditions. This is, oh gosh, this is just exactly what I've been saying this whole reading, which is awesome. Okay, so it is allowed to create, oops, sorry guys, with absolute freedom, with the understanding that there will be that it will be responsible for its creations. That opens the path for truly beautiful and blessed offerings to the collective. It also opens the path to expressions of free will that create suffering. Whether our choices create liberation or enslavement to pain is the responsibility of human beings. This body has been given to us so that we may learn and grow spiritually. We are all in that process. I got to turn the page. Varying in our capacities and awareness. Oh my goodness. Pardon me. And awareness progressing together. If some members of our human family are in such pain, they can only create further pain. That is their choice. As a group, we work to heal the causes of that pain to free them and the rest of us from such a tragic use of free will. When rare and precious members of our human family develop such luminous awareness that, excluding light, they call us into greater peace and happiness, then those of us who are able to receive and share what they offer do so for the benefit of all. From a deeply pained place of confusion, some souls cry out in anger toward the divine, wondering why there is disease and suffering and cruelty on this planet. We need to understand the difference between taking an ego-created situation and working with it so that it can become divine. And believing in the ego-created situation was divine to begin with. Spirit does not wish you or any creature to become sick or to suffer. It is infinite resourcefulness. In its infinite resourcefulness and love, with full respect for your free will, which enables you to grow according to your own pace and purpose, Spirit will provide path after path of healing resolution. It is up to us when, or if, we answer that call. This oracle has emerged in your reading because you have the capacity to become a light bearer. Safeguard your energy, yet trust that the light within is strong enough to see you through any struggle and eventually transform it into a precious pearl of sacred empowerment. You have wisdom in your divinely alchemical heart. You shall arise with dignity. Oh my God. I called this the Arise. The Arise. But it's the artist. Wow. Wow. These cards, I don't know. The divine is so miraculous how they do this. All I do is I shuffle the cards and lay them down, and the divine tells this story in one card of the whole thing. I mean, there's other oracles that I use that it's just amazing to me how the divine shows us what to do, who we are, where we can go. It's just incredible. So that's what I have for you at this time. Also, next week is Memorial Day, okay? And it's Memorial Day weekend for everybody, but for the Mother Speaks Tarot, for Allison here, it is going to be Memorial Day week. I am taking the entire week off next week. So I will not be starting the Divine Father readings until week after next. So I wish you love and light. I hope this resonated with you, and I'll see you next time.